Alright peeps, welcome back at Tuning Dutchy. Now, you guys might already see in the area. I mean, I'm a little bit busy, however the parts have not been arrived yet. But I was thinking, you know what? You guys know how my car sounds in some kind of drive POVs, but hey, I mean, I'm busy. You guys can see the car already. Got the things out, and I'm busy in the pit. Now I'm gonna show you guys currently what I have done. So it's quite interesting. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna show you guys that. But I think it's a very good idea to make some sound comparison. Well, let's get to it. Now, first I should make my way down. Very scary ladder. All right, so. Now, as you guys know, this is the Dodge Challenger side exhaust. Yes, I got to bend this to make it fit, of course. And here we have my new Resonator with a little bit of pipe that I have laying around here. And yeah, a lot of exhaust clamps, but hey, some good stuff. This is tight. I only need one hand to pick it up without that it's sliding out. Well, this piece just put it on, but you know, you guys know what I mean. So, now the good thing is, as you guys might already see above me, that's the mid silencer. That should be vanished. Now, just a little thing, because some cars have rear end silencers. Some of them my goodness, don't have that. And well, shortly said, some cars have 3 silencers, some of them have 2. Maybe some of the new ones have even 4. I'm gonna show you now what I got. Now, right there, that was the place, as you can see on the exhaust holder somewhere. Well, at least there's one. So that's number 1, actually. That was my rear end silencer. This is the medium one. Here is my cat, of course, which is extremely rusty. I mean, you cannot even look through it. It was so ridiculous. And this is the weird thing. Now, if you look closely, I don't know if that's rust, but I think they welded on it just in case that people cannot make it loose. I have no clue why they did that, but it was kind of stupid. And yeah, I mean, nothing holds me, as you see. It's turning, and I used some special stuff for this, because even with a wrench it was a little bit difficult. And the other side is already out, already vibrating a little bit. And by the way, this stuff is not flammable, so don't worry. I don't use that stuff anymore. Well, at least if I don't have it. But anyway, so this is the piece that I have to take off. And on this flange, which I talked about with you guys, this flange right here, this piece, that's the connection where the thing actually comes, right here. So this side goes on that. But yeah, I mean, we have to get all of this gone until here, because you see already the difference. So this is probably making the surging sound. This and that and that. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get started for the very first time, so you guys see me a bit. Now this is gonna be some heavy stuff, because I mean, I don't know why they actually welded on it. I mean, it looks like it welded on it. I already took a hammer, well, mucked it several times, and it wouldn't get loose. So, and I see there's no space between it, so I think they welded on it just that it cannot be gone or something. But hey, I mean, it's pretty rusty, and I get it off. Oh, by the way, I found something very nice, which I did not have seen. A little bit of the holder from that midsection here. So now it was going like this. It was going inside here, and was connected suddenly here, but I think it broke off because, I mean, you see, completely rusted out. That's no problem, mate. I mean, we have something new, so don't worry. So I'm gonna take my wrench here. I'm gonna turn the camera around. So I'm gonna take my wrench, like so, already set on the position to take this shit out. I used a huge amount of force to make this actually disappear. But the last steps I have to be careful because actually this is wiggling a little bit and it can stick in there, so I don't want that. So I'm just gonna take that rusty screw out, and I'm also gonna take 2 new of them. I don't want them to get stuck on it anymore. No, as you see. And you see already white inside, and that's actually the place where the little 6-in-1 stuff already did their great job. You see one line that's still rusty and the rest of them are white. So that means it did a good thing over there. Well, we don't need that, but I just place it over there, just somewhere. Okay, so it seems like this one is loose. The flex pipe is also a little bit damaged, but I already noticed that. As you can see already here it's still on, but here's already cracking. And over there, I mean, this is bullshit. I mean, I can take it off, of course, and trying to put a simple pipe on it. I don't think this is going to be something special, but I like to keep it on it in case of the tests. And ask my uncle to weld this again, maybe with a little bit new of steel and rubbing it off, because as you already can see, it's completely rusted out. Maybe later I should get a new exhaust manifold, or better yet, a new header, which I only can order in China. Oh my. So, but before I'm gonna take this out, I mean, there's a lot of weight on it, and I don't want to get this one crapped or something like that, because if I pulling it down, it's not weighting too much, this piece, because this is already very short. And I mean, just look, I'm just wiggling a little bit, and it's wiggling like hell. So first of all, before I'm gonna take this out, I have to take this off. So I'm gonna find a good spot for the phone, and I think we should get to work then. Now, just trying to find a good spot here. I don't know what's a good spot, because I never did this. Well, if my phone falls, I have 600 euros on my ass. Well, I think that's part of the job then. Alright, now, I think that will do it, right? As long as it's not falling off, I'm a happy boy. Okay, already took 2 of these. Now, this is 14. I know that I used it here on the top of on top of that. I'm gonna show you guys that why. Because here in my country, Netherlands, we have to use proper stuff. So there you guys can see it already. I mean, I have this right here, and this should be 14. Yep, 14. I'm correct. So that's good. And then this should be 13. Yeah, should be 13. As it, because I did that's a customization, self-made thing, and I passed the test. So I think I am good here. Ugh. My phone is really crappy with this. Oh man. So, but actually I'm not very long busy over here, so this is gonna be probably a long and large video. But yeah, I mean, I think we should get to work. Now, I cannot use the phone and one of my hands. I mean, screwing these off is not going to be a big part. So, this is 13. This is what I'm going to use first. Right there. And I cannot use the wrench in this case. I don't have too much space for that. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. Alright. There we go. So, and this is really tight on there. So, now, and what I already said, right here, this piece of metal is self-made, but this heat shield which protects the gas tank, which is not that large. It's only 38 liters. I don't know what that's in gallons is, but you know, yeah. Well, we have to do something. There we go. Now, come on. Maybe I should get smaller fingers for this, or just turning it around. I'm gonna use my other hand, guys. Might be a little bit better. Come on. There we go. I got it very tight on there, and I did that on purpose because if you already see, you hear it wiggling, so that's the reason why I put it very tight on there. And I don't have too much hand space. Well, I can take the heat shield off, but if I shoot out with my little thing here, then I have problems, and I don't want to risk these problems, so... Now, let's use the other side. Until it's loose enough so I can turn it by hand. Alright, come on. Get off. I have to say, it's pretty sticky for the last piece. Now, okay. And in case if you guys wondering, yes, I'm right-handed, but I can work with two hands. I can do things with my left hand and right hand. So, not everyone can do that. Now, it's getting really tight now. That's probably because the other side is way up, but I mean, hey, you know, YOLO, just turning it by hand. Pulling it down, and there we go. But that doesn't mean that it's going smooth. God, jeez. Come on. Yes, yes. Slowly getting here. God damn. This is some tight stuff. Maybe I should definitely use something very soon to lubricate this, because it's not that flexible. Well, and by the way, this is not brand new, of course. I mean, these are parts that we had laying around, so very good to use. Alright, almost. But it won't probably fall down. And if so, I still have my hand beneath this. So that's not gonna be a big deal. Okay. There it comes. And yes, I know it should be easier now with a wrench, but I work a lot with these things, and I have to say they are not extremely accurate. But hey, I mean, they do the job, and trust me, it's getting hot just by turning it by hand. Okay, so that's it. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna set you guys up. So I'm gonna take this complete pipe off. This complete thing is getting off, people. Oh yes, let's make some noise very soon. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can get this piece off. This piece of crap. Well, for me it's a piece of crap, of course, because this is not what I want to. Oh yeah, that's better. Oh, there we go. See, and if I let it loose right now, it's just hanging on these nuts over there. You guys probably cannot see that, but it's here. That's one nut, and it's really leaning on it, and I don't want that, because if the flex pipe is going to bend over, I might have problems. Let's take them out. Oh my goodness, yeah. The flex pipe is really hanging now. funny. Very funny. And let's see. Military time. There we go. There we go, guys. This is the big bullshit ass. Okay. Now. He's off. Well, okay. So I have to find something for the flex pipe here, and the stupid thing. So I'm gonna get you guys a little bit closer to me, because this is crazy. I have to. Okay, so there is the flex pipe. I'm lucky. I'm really happy that it's flexible. That's why it's called flex pipe, of course. So what I'm gonna do currently, I'm gonna make this a little bit stable by pulling out the wooden things where we closed the pit with, and making it high enough until it's reaching this level. Yeah, and that's actually that. So let's do so. Hold up a sec. You are laying in my way. Let's see. I'm actually trying to do three things here: replacing something, holding something, and making sure this wooden shit does not fall into the pit. Well, that's in the prestige. Okay. And actually, I need still something. Yeah, that can do it. Can lean easily on it. Yeah. Well, this will do it, right? I think this will do it, guys. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So, there we go. The brand new stuff. And there was actually nothing on here with what, how do you call it? Goddamn. There was nothing on here that holds this. Let's see. I'm gonna first take the flange out. Like so. So I reduce some weight, and I can put it easily on there instead of making it myself too difficult. Okay, so this is pretty interesting. I don't know if that's normal because, as I said, I'm not a mechanic, but it seems like they used something, and you can already see there's already a pressure on it. So that means it's gonna seal very well. That's good. I like that. So I'm gonna put it in here. And well, I don't have much place, but just a little bit. And that little bit should be enough, at least for trying now. Well, and of course I have laying my phone on the nut that I need. Nice. Okay. All right. Put this pipe over here. Let's tighten it up just a little bit. Not too tight, otherwise the other side will not fit. And let's touch the other side. I should have it laying around here somewhere. Well, this is definitely not it. Nope. Wow. Where's that other piece? Okay. I don't think if I'm gonna tie it up that it's gonna stay. No, definitely not. Okay, so I'm gonna take something with me. That's gonna be probably the 17, number 17 for this. Yeah. Well, I will be right back, guys. I'm gonna take the number 17 for this to fit, and I will be back soon. Alright, there we go again. Now I got the one side on, and why not having the second side laying on a workbench, instead having it in a pit where you are actually busy. So that's not very handy. Second piece I got some cheap energy drink with me. Let's pull it over here. I don't know where to place it yet. Pulling it on, tied it as much as I can, and yeah, I mean, that's that. Now I'm gonna take the wrench with the 17 socket, pulling this side a little bit up, and then the other side. Oh man, I'm sure this is gonna give a hell of a noise. I'm pretty sure. And trust me, you guys will hear that better than me. Okay. Now if this is not gonna be sealed, I don't know. But this is not getting anywhere. Okay, that's that. Don't need the wrench at the moment, but I might need this wooden thing to keep it a little bit in place. Yeah, way better. This is way better. Okay, it's sliding off that side. No, I don't want you to slide off. There we go. Oh yeah. And by the way, perfect. The flex pipe is really straight. That's good. Oh yeah. Okay. So let's slide this baby boy on. Come on. What is this? Yeah. Why not turning it around? I'm gonna show you guys what I'm doing, because you guys cannot see it very well. There we go. Having exhaust clamps and hitting the floor. Now, no problem. I mean, the floor is in extremely good condition, and really extremely good. You can see it already over here. It's white, and that's, of course, from the factory, I'm sure. Ah, yeah, that's better. There we go. There we go, people. So, you guys probably think, why is this for? Now, I'm gonna use this thing later on for putting this a little bit up and making this actually mounted a little bit like this, because I have a bar over here which is actually holding the normal center thing over here, right here, and here you already have the bar. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit different. So there we go. Here is that bar what I am talking about, and right over here is that thing that's for the center muffler. Well, it's at least good stuff. Sounds very close. That's good. We need that. I need high quality stuff. Now I can do two things. I can try to make a hole in here, right over here somewhere, that lines up with this here, and making it mountable. How I'm gonna mount that is still a surprise, because that's something I don't know yet. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I definitely should find a way to make that mountable. It's gonna be a big thing. Now, I mean, this is of course just temporarily. I mean, it's hanging now. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect, but that's not needed now. Yeah. I might use something to keep this in place. That's something for sure. So what I'm gonna do currently, I'm gonna see if I can, oh well, you know what? I got something laying around here. Now, look at this, guys. Here's an exhaust clamp. I'm gonna use that to hold this piece here in place, because this can slide off if the engine is running. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be very, very loud. So, yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna turn the camera around and show you guys what I'm gonna do. Okay, so this is number 14, I guess, yeah. Yeah, that's fitting correctly, but it's really moving. Oh, wow. Okay. Just very slowly. Whoop. Whoop. Very good trick, right? Oh, okay. Oh, oh wow. I don't know if it's loose, but it doesn't feel like that. No, it's not feeling like that. Is this 13? Nah. Never. Yeah, it's 13. What? Why is the other side 14 and this one 13? That's not possible. Then this should be 13 as well. Oh yeah. There we go. Aha. Ah, look at that. That's better. And turning it by hand, and this one will automatically fall straight out. But I'm not gonna let that happen. Really. Okay. Then we do it with force. Always a good thing at cars, right? So. Okay, come out. There we go. And I'm gonna just gonna take one of these off, turning it around a little bit because I don't have an open side. Okay. Then we have to take both off. So just give me a sec here. Gonna turn the camera around again. Okay. Now, sorry for the overlighting, guys, because I mean these lamps that are currently over here are pretty bright. So, but then we do it this way. Number 1. Number 2. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Pulling the first one on by hand. Come on. Ah. And the second one. It's really going well here. I mean, it's sliding so nice. Okay, now, I mean, of course I cannot use the wrench, so I'm gonna use key 13 for this to make it work, because this piece is a little bit sticky and it doesn't want to let me do this by hand. Some places it does, but some places it doesn't. Ah. I mean, as a non-mechanic for on a car, I think I do a pretty good job. I mean, if you guys think like that, Just let me know that in the comment section. And if not, I'd like to hear that as well. I always like fair advice, you know? Oh, by the way, and I changed the ignition on this car with a little newer model, and what I actually have, well, felt some weeks ago is that probably the problem is occurring again. So I don't know if this particular 2000er model, if this was known for ignition problems. But I have the feeling that the ignition problem is coming back again. And if that's gonna be true, then I'm gonna do things different. Alright. If I already have one side on, it will stay in place, which is the most important thing. There we go. And the last piece of the puzzle before we can get the engine running. Okay, that's it. It's hanging. Now, just for safety reasons, I'm pretty sure whenever I'm gonna start up the car, this beast is for sure gonna vibrate. So I have to make something so it's not vibrating anymore, even if it's just temporarily. So I'm gonna do it like this. I have the thing over here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm going to try. Now, I have this little piece over here, right over there. So, and I'm gonna mount this little piece. Goddamn, this little piece. I'm gonna mount that to the bar here on the side, so it stays in place, you know. Now, I just got the heel sheet gone, which is probably over here somewhere. But I think this is not gonna make too much flames or something. So I'm pretty curious, guys. What do you think? I'm gonna take something to keep that in place, and let's hear the sound. Right. I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. So here I got that thing. So this is normally a water hose clamp. This is what it's meant for. But anyways, it's flexible, and I know that it's heat resistant, so that's good. So I was thinking something, and maybe this can fit. Putting this one on the side here. Maybe that's gonna fit. Just give me a sec. No, it's not. Oh, well, that's weird. Okay. So that's not gonna fit anyway. Because if I could make it this way, which is later gonna be the case, this way, with it going outside of the car, would be a very great deal. Now I only need a little bit further so I can get it right inside here. So you guys can see it's over here. So I'm missing just a little bit of piping. But that's not gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be fine. Alright. Oh, am I happy that I hold my phone? Wow. Okay, because if I did not, my phone was falling. Let's hope that it's not. If it falls, it's gonna be an expensive joke. Okay, now I need an exhaust clamp for this in order to make this work. So maybe I have laid something around, but I think that's gonna be for a later deal, because if I pull it a little bit this way, it's going straight to the heat shield. So that's gonna be fine. Now, worst case scenario, which I already said, is gonna make this fit to the back side, and then we can see what's coming up next. Let's see. Okay. There we go. And I'm only doing this because of the vibration of the engine. Even if I have lots of exhaust clamps on there, it's gonna vibrate as hell. So that's why I am doing this. Come on, go in there. I don't know how much I have left. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it a little bit different, so I can make it work pretty nicely. Because I have another idea. Come on. Well, that was not supposed to happen. I really need the short one to make this work. Okay. There we go. Now I'm gonna take something that's way smaller than this one, because this is the end already. So whenever I'm putting this one in, right over here is the end already. So that's not gonna be too small. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a very small part for this. Let's see, I believe I have something. So, and this is not gonna get too hot. So I will be right back, guys. Alright, now I was already checking, but it seems like this is already almost the smallest one. Now, the one that's a little bit smaller than this is not gonna make much difference. So I'm gonna make it to the ceiling, like so. Make this going around. pulling it a little bit up and turning it by hand. That's another thing, right? There we go. Okay. Now, it's a little bit different than planned. So there we go. I think I'm gonna tighten this up and hopefully this will stay in place. It's a floorboard, so it's not gonna be heat resistant, I guess. So I'm gonna tighten it up a little bit and let's see what I can do. All right. Nah, might shake around completely. I will back with you guys whenever I found a good solution, and then I'm gonna show you guys what I have done. So I will be right back and I see you guys very soon. Alright guys, now it's a little bit more stable. Of course, it's not that I say, wow, it's perfect. But I think it will do it currently. So now it's finally time to see how it sounds, because I think this is gonna be a whole lot different. Okay, now let's make that away, and I'm gonna give you guys a proper view of the exhaust, which is of course not finished yet, but I think it will be finished soon. Now, of course, I mean, I do not have the straight piping over here and make it go to the right side again. But I think how it looks currently, maybe I might have some luck that I can make it finish today. Would be nice, but I cannot promise that. Anyways, I think just we will not get too much talking here. I mean, let's start up the engine and let's try. Oh man, I'm so nervous. This is a whole different setup. Let's try it out. Ouch. What? Huh. That sounds good. My goodness. Oh yeah. What do you guys think? I think we will do it. Oh. Okay, guys, look at this. Look at this. I mean, this is ridiculous. Wow. The exhaust spitted a little bit on my gas tank. Oh yeah. Man. Well, that's clear. Now, what I have already noticed is that this is way, way better. This is really way better. Now, the final step is, of course, to take this out. Yeah. Well, a little piece of piping. That's still smoky. Huh, interesting. Why not just take it bare hands? Well, now we have to connect these 90-degree pipes. These boys. I know I had them laying around, and it seems like they are completely the same size, which is a complete bummer, of course. However, they will fit this way. But if I'm gonna make this sideways, like this, and then of course going that way, I'm actually wondering, is this actually gonna do it? Because we have one rule here in the Netherlands, because of the center line on the door, we may not pass that. And if this, I think this is just gonna be before it. But I think I should take it way back and see what happens then. Oh man. I mean, one thing that I have noticed already is that whenever I turn the engine off, the surging sound is completely gone. That's good. Now I'm actually, of course, I need to do something here just to make it a try and see if the surging sound also is completely gone when I release the throttle, because that was when the surging sound was appearing heavily, not just a little bit, but really heavily. So, I mean, this is really interesting. I like it. I like it a lot, really. Man, I like it. Yeah. Now, one thing that's very nice is that we have a screw right over here on this side. If this is gonna take, if I'm gonna loosen that up, I'm gonna show you. Then I will probably lose that one up as well. Now the nicest thing is, if I put this one right in there with that already loose, and like boom, like so, and I tied that screw up, it should stay in place. Which means I don't have to use any exhaust clamps. Yes, guys, I know. I might know what you guys think. Hey, you know, why are you not actually welding stuff together? Very simple. I cannot weld because I'm not a welder and I have not learned for that. So that's, of course, a big issue. Of course, if you're working on a car, and less likely being a non-mechanic. So yeah, I know. It's not the best thing, but you have to do what you got, right? So yeah, I think we have no other solutions. Now, I'm only still wondering how it does sound with the mufflers off, of course. But that's not something I'm gonna try out because it's already pretty late right now, and I still have to finish this because tomorrow in the morning I have an appointment. So, and I need my car to be already prepared for that. So, okay. Now, I'm gonna show you guys now what my last plan is, and I think we will be able to be ready. All right, let's get to it. Now, this is, whoa, that was a complete overlighting. Now, this is actually the beautifulest way, that little spot over there, to make a side exhaust fit. Now, I can put a tube in here which is gonna fit to this height. Now, if I'm gonna stand completely down under it, it should follow this line, which is completely black. I'm gonna hold it, and there it is. So we have probably to go over here. So it goes over here, actually. So that means, let me say, 50 to up to 60 centimeters to make this actually work. So only a straight pipe, then this one on it, and then I can straight connect it. So that means the only 90-degree pipe we don't even need, but that only counts for if I have the same size of the muffler. So I'm gonna take a look for that. It's gonna take a while probably, but whenever I got these parts, I'm gonna go back to you guys. I will be right back. All right, now it's late in the evening, guys, but I got it done without ordering the extra parts. Now I'm gonna show you how I have done that. So, right over here we have this piece, the flange, goes into the 35mm to 35mm. Then we have the aftermarket Resonator, a huge ass pipe, which is going a little bit down. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, but probably I'm gonna make something on the top here so it can stay up, but it's very stable. There it goes another time with the 90-degree angle, and then we have the Dutch Challenger side exhaust. All right. Now for me it's time currently to close up the pit. It's extremely late, and I'm pretty sure my uncle wants to get this car inside again. So I'm gonna close it up for a little bit, turning on the engine, and you guys can enjoy the nice brand new loud exhaust sound. I already have listened to it, and I have to say, even though if it's low, I fell in love immediately. Oh my god, sounds so amazing. Alright, now I'm gonna set you guys up and have a listen to the car with the very new aftermarket Resonator. Yep, there we go. Here is the exhaust, don't forget. I'm gonna put you guys a little bit closer. There we go. There it is. Right. Now, we got rid most of the time with the surging sound. Man, that thing sounds so loud. Now, let's just cross our fingers not to get caught by the police. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked this video. Took me a lot of time. So, I'm heading home, so be prepared for the drive POV number 4. See you guys in the drive POV, so the next video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.